Welcome to Cresthill Middle School Art Studio, where we empower art-literate, confident, creative thinkers who question, challenge, and look for inspiration in everyday life. Hello, my name is Wendy Wilson, and I have the best job in the world. I'm the new art teacher here at Cresthill Middle School. I choose to teach middle school because every day is an adventure. The needs of middle school students change on a weekly or even daily basis. And I love the task of figuring out how to empower them to be successful learners and artists. In a minute, we will go through the curriculum and classroom expectations, but first, a little about me. This is my 24th year teaching. It is my first year here at Cresthill Middle School. I have a Bachelor's of Art and a Bachelor's of Education from the University of Texas at Austin. I also have a Master's of Education in Psychology and Counseling from the University of North Texas in Denton. I really enjoy traveling and exploring to different cultures and helping where I can. When you think about it, art is a window into a community's culture. My love for travel was born out of a childhood full of moving around the world. Being the daughter of a military officer afforded me the opportunity to live all over the world, and this fostered my love of travel. I spent my formative elementary school years in the Netherlands and my high school years in the Republic of Panama during the Noriega conflict. That was an education in and of itself. As an art teacher, the number one question I get is, "Are you a real artist?" Yes, these are a few of my paintings in oil, acrylic, and watercolor. Painting is my favorite medium to work in as an artist. I discovered my passion for painting while in middle school and took private art lessons for many years in order to develop my skills. Enough about me. What you really want to know is what you and your children can expect from art class. Variety. I love the experimentation and exploration of new art materials. It is my hope to not only have students working with traditional media, but also introduce them to media that they might not have had the opportunity to work with before, such as metal, felt, crayon, maybe even stone, just to name a few. Now I would like to share with you some of our art class expectations. Students will receive 2 grades in art. The first is their projects grade, which is based on their individual growth as an artist following the Journey Learning model. Second is their work habits grade, which includes classwork, homework, online work, as well as their behaviors. Here at Cresthill, we use the SHARES model for citizenship. This is also part of the work habits grade. What is our curriculum anyway? First and foremost, we follow the Colorado State Visual Arts Standards. Last year, I was fortunate enough to be on the Curriculum Council that helped streamline the standards for Douglas County School District. Art class is a semester-long exploratory class designed to help improve students' basic art skills and develop creativity and self-expression, as well as recognize and use the elements of art and the principles of design. Middle school artists also learn to extend their artistic vision beyond themselves and to look at their artistic practice as part of a much larger community. The hybrid model. How does it work? That's a good question. I think we're all trying to figure this out. As far as art class goes, here's what you need to know. For in-person days, students will be creating and using hands-on materials in the art room. We will begin the class with a warm-up that is designed to activate creative thinking. Then we'll dive right into our art projects. Online days are going to look a little bit different. Students will either be planning drafts for their in-person day projects, or they might be working on a challenge or an activity that is art-related. Online Fridays looks completely different. It's a time for me to check in with students and for students to interact with their entire classes, not just their individual cohorts. Students will be able to share their warm-up drawings as well as any free draws or online homework that they would have had during the week. Your student's sketchbook is important, as it is the primary place to create and store their in-class warm-ups and drafts for final projects, as well as at-home online drawing prompts. Your child's sketchbook will also be a tool to show growth in creativity and skill. We will be using the Google Classroom platform for our online learning days. The class join codes are available on my website. Also available on my website are links to how to join a Google Classroom and also how to turn in an assignment guide. Assignments will be pushed out through the Classwork tab on Google Classroom platform. Please feel free to contact me with any questions, suggestions, or if you would just like more information. My email is wendy.wilson@dcsdk12.org. My website is also a good resource. It's packed with information and includes an interactive virtual art room. Feel free to check that out and learn more about me and the art program here at Crest Hill. When I was in middle school, back in the 80s, my family lived in Indiana. Those years were pretty rough for me. I was very small and awkward for my age, and needless to say, that made middle school really difficult. So difficult, in fact, that my parents moved me from one middle school to another to escape some pretty severe bullying. The best decision my parents ever made was making me go back to that original middle school because I had to face those fears and learn to stand on my own 2 feet. Middle school can be a tough time for all kids because they're just beginning to discover who they are. I choose to teach here at Crest Hill Middle School because I want to help students in their journey of self-discovery, as well as offer up art as a means of self-expression. I'm looking forward to a fantastic semester in art class.